95 Fighting Crusaders.
The Silver Knights average 36 a game, but they're very good defensively also, giving up only 11 points per game, so they've got a differential of 25 points. Crusaders would almost be likewise had they not taken that one on the chin from Belair. And by the way, as I was painting my basement today, I had Womp AM on, and it was 20-7 Belair at the half. They win it 41-7. It sounded like it was going to be a shootout. Belair got the kickoff, bang, they go down and score. Ireton gets the kickoff, bang, they go down and score, but Ireton did not score for the rest of the game.
Well, you know what? You know things are going your way. Like Belair has the ball. They have 4th and 22, 4th and goal from the 22, and they go for it and throw a touchdown pass and take the lead 14-7. You can get plays like that. Things are going to go your way.
Oh, were you down there?
No, I listened to it.
Were you listening too? I was in the basement. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get it, but I got it very clearly. And as I was stroking the brush, Belair was scoring touchdowns frequently. Is that a Detroit Lion uniform?
Yeah. The Honolulu blue.
The Honolulu blue. Burcone and Gary are standing at the 5, and keeper, straight on kicker, very powerful. He can hit it. High and short. It may go out of bounds.
Flag down.
Oh, flag down. Oh, I wasn't looking there, and that means the kicking team is offside already.
What is
From the 35, this is very short. Going to be taken at the Crusader 28-yard line by Frank Lawyer, but he's running laterally, gets across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Frank Lawyer with the return, but talking about him last week in the Beaver local game, had a big night, had 3 catches for about 50, 60 yards, and they needed him last week. This week they get Paul Marook back, but having Lawyer in there also gives you 3 threats now when you want to throw the football.
Hurd, the linebacker on the special teams, made the tackle, and Central has pretty decent field position. Just underway at their own 33-yard line, and they will be in an I wing backfield with a double tight end. Lawyer's the wingman. Claus sends Lawyer in motion, so they're strong to the left. They toss to the left. Here goes the running back, Josh Burcone, and Burcone will get back to the line of scrimmage as he stormed under. 6 white shirts around that football. Bottom of the stack was
Matt Kelly, being ball carrier on the team this year, 310 yards, averaging about 4.5 yards a carry.
2nd and 10 at the 33. This time, it's wing right, split end left. The backs are split. Claus, 3-step drop, quick out, makes the catch is Lewis, short gain to the 39, immediately downed by Mark Piatak. At the 39, that's a 6-yard pickup, just a 2 or 3-step drop by Claude. Nice hand shown that time by Danny Lewis, who is the leading Crusader receiver on the year. Lewis has grabbed 20 for 318. Lewis, Lawyer, and Gary are trips right. Only one back behind Claude. He's back. He flips it into the flat to Burcone. That back, he overthrew him, but he was well covered on the outside. by, I didn't have this guy on my depth chart.
45, Greg Schunk.
Oh, was it 45 or 25?
Out there to make the coverage, and a tough pass out there in the flat. Schunk was right on top of Bracone. If he makes the catch.
Field. So Claus will be in punt formation. He hasn't punted very often this year. On 4th and about 4. Low snap. He scoops it up. It's going to be a good punt. It bounces inside the 20. Is picked up at the 18-yard line. Carrying the mail is Stupski, and he gets across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They had 3 guys back. So the Silver Knights start 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hernane's the quarterback. Estep is the big running back that gets all the yardage. Twins right. Handoff right into the secondary. Goes Estep. He's across the 35, tripped up as he crosses the 40, and maybe making a touchdown-saving tackle. Returning after a 2-week absence is Paul Marook. And I tell you what, Neese and the slower Huggins could have gotten through that hole. That's a nice way to start a football game on the road. Back split, Twins left. Here's the handoff, same ball carrier. The results are quite different as Tuttle and Canella, along with Joe Bacone, make the stop of Estep, and he'll get out to the 48, pick up a pair, 2nd and 8 on the straight. On first quarter, Crusaders 3 and out. Bishop Reedy, a first down on their first carry. Twins left, backs are split. Here's the option, pitch back. Estep is tripped up as he crosses midfield on a nifty block tackle by defensive cornerback Josh Bracone.
But Josh Bracone does a good job of fighting off his block plus getting the tackle. So the defender or the offensive guy has had him in his clutches, but Josh able to fight off, cut back inside and make the tackle.
At the Crusader 49, it is 3rd down and a long 4. This time they've got a split end right and wing backs left and right. Hernane hands to his fullback, and he is close to the first down at the 45.
It's going to be a little short. That's Estep, and
excuse me, it was Estep again.
He falls around, circles around as he's falling, ends up getting close, but he's about a half a yard short.
So they will go for it, will the Silver Knights?
4th down, less than 1.
At the Crusader 45, they need about a foot. High backfield, wing left, split end right. Merlin, long count, and he draws one of the Crusader defensive linemen into that neutral zone, so they won't even have to make the snap. They were going to go to out over to football. It's Jason Clark, the 183-pound sophomore, not normally a sophomore starting at center. Here comes a sweep to the left side, trying to get outside. Is Sowards, and he is driven out of bounds on the far side of the field by Joe Petrozzi and Samochik after a no-gainer. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Out of bounds.
Twin receivers to the right. Backs are split. Straight dive play. Running is Sowards again. And he drags the tackler with him near the 35-yard line. That was, Canella was one of the tacklers. The other inside linebacker, Joe Bacone, had his leg. So it's a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Time-consuming drive under 7 minutes at the Crusader 36. Twins right, backs are split. Here comes the counter play. Estep, big hole, steps over a tackler and is close to the first down and should have it right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and a good stop by Canella, number 66. If he doesn't get him, he's into the secondary and makes a move, and he's on his way to the races. But
3rd first down of the drive after the 6-yard pickup. At the central 30. Double wing, split receiver left. Estep around the left side. Estep tripped up, but he crossed the 25 for a nifty gain. Canella got the block tackle on the speedy tailback, but not before the 1,000-yard man has picked up 6 more to the 24. Actually, they spot him at the 23. Let's make it 2nd and 3. They don't really throw it a whole lot, but you've got a runner like Estep, you just keep working him. Split receiver left, wing back right. The wing back Stupski goes in motion, and the handoff is right up the gut to Sowards, and he doesn't go anywhere. Might have gotten a half yard. Heck there. And I'm not sure if anybody else helped him out, but it
Continues to run 5.5 minutes. They've had the ball for 4.5 minutes on this drive.
9 running plays. Pro set this time for Murnane. Sends a man in motion. Here's the counter play. Now play action, and he's buried. Tuttle got him. Tuttle came alive with some sacks last week. And on play action, you would think that you would fool some linebackers and defensive ends, but Tuttle was coming hard, and he just pounded Murnane to the ground, and we'll get a chance to see Ron Kiefer attempt a long field goal.
Yeah, they were looking for 24 Chris Dubinsky and also number 99 Matt Beatty, who were down around the 5-yard line in the pattern, but he didn't have the time to set up and throw. And being the left-hander, he had to switch back the other way, and Tuttle buried him.
That's a loss of 9. The field goal attempt, it's a monster. 48-yarder. Actually, he moved the tee back. We're going to call it a 49-yarder. I don't think he can hit it, but I've been known to be wrong. Holding is Murnane. Snap down. Kick is up. It's high enough. Is it long enough? It is short, about 3 yards short. He hit it pretty good. I don't think he can hit it any better. So the Crusader defense is held with a big sack by Dave Tuttle. We're scoreless, 4:27 to go in the first quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Repair now can save you a lot of time and effort later on. So maintain your driveway the right way with the help of Stambaugh's, your hometown home improvement partner, located at the Steubenville-Wintersville line.
49-yard field goal. Brandon Ice carries over right guard. Fabro makes the stop at the 33. It will be 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders. Yeah, well, last night the wind was really blowing, so I got a, White, I'm not taking anything away from him. 53 yards, mamma mia. Claus deep in the pocket, has all night. He's going for the home run ball. There's a jump ball. Does Marook have it? No, he couldn't hold it. Paul Marook trying to outleap the defender, Bill Wemlinger, at the Reedy 30-yard line. It would have been a huge gain, but it's...
And Lawyer was coming also over, so any kind of tip play like that, you could be in trouble.
Excuse me, you pointed out Benji 1 for 3 as he hit a 6-yarder to Danny Lewis. 3rd and long. Claus back in the pocket. Looking, throwing, incomplete, almost intercepted by Wemlinger. Intended for Brent Veroni. Back for Reedy. How many times do you see a high school team with 3 receivers back? Now there's a flag.
Flag on the flag.
Ryan Drew's one of the guys back there. He's on the left side. He's a sophomore.
Against the Silver Knights.
Mark 5 to the 38. They're second offside. 4th and about 4. They'll have a return on. Good snap. Claus, high, end over end. Stupski with the reception at the 25. He's down at the 27. We got a flag at the 37, normally against the receiving team.
38-yard punt for Benji Claus.
Claus hitting the ball. I'm wondering if yes, the flag's blowing pretty well. Appears to be in Benji's favor.
3:31 left to go, opening period. We're scoreless. Bishop Reedy getting set for their second series on offense. This penalty, and the Crusaders are clapping. It might happen during the play. They'll get the football.
No. Chop block. Oh, wait a minute.
What's going on?
We've heard. Oh, Timmy Bain is hot. He's on the field in his shorts. Central gets their first down, and it's via the penalty. 25 yards now in 3 penalties, and that's a huge one. Central maintains control. They got 2 receivers right and left, and a wingback, Gary, going in motion. Here's the draw play to Bracone. He's buried in the backfield. All over him, Joe Mitchell, 215-pound defensive end. He was not fooled by that draw play.
Mitchell standing
from midfield. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in a scoreless first quarter. Double tight end, high backfield. Lawyer's a wing left. He'll go in motion to the right. I think they'll run right. Blast play right up the middle. Big hole. Gary gets the carry. But the hole closed quickly. Gary got to the Reedy 46.5-yard line. As putting a good pop on.
Associate fullback with linebackers on defense. Not this guy. He's over there on left defensive tackle at 220 pounds.
They're in a 5-man front right now. Option right. Claus, quick pitch, running room. But Ice in his attempt to cut back as the running room to the outside was closed down by Drew Hurd, the inside linebacker. And that's the second nifty play he's made.
Ends up stopping you for no gain.
Third time in the first quarter, Claus in punt formation, but it'll only be a second punt because they were penalized on the last one, and he booms it out of there. They're going to field it inside the 10, drop it, pick it up. Carrying the mail was Wemlinger. He's at the 15 and buried at the 17.
Another 38-yard punt for Benji.
Because you're in their territory.
9 yards on the return.
9-yard return, first and 10 at the 17-yard line. Handoff right up the middle and getting tripped up. Otherwise, he would have had a big gain. His S-step, and he is stepping very gingerly as he goes back to the huddle as somebody tripped him up at the ankles. And this 11 running plays in this quarter for the Silver Knights, and they have it 2nd and 3 with 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes the fullback, and that's the new running back that was in there. And I didn't catch the number.
I think it's 32, Kevin Hanley.
Okay, if it's 32, he's an 187-pound junior, 1.5.
Should be the last play of the third quarter, first quarter.
I know we're moving quickly, but not that quickly. Boy, we had a fast one last night, believe me. Twins left. There's that bark again by the quarterback, and the Crusaders. Did they move into that neutral zone, or did an offensive lineman move? I think Central's going to get nailed for the second time, and that'll give Reedy another first down. That's 20-31 as your first quarter comes to a close. We're scoreless. Back after this.
Baker's Steak and Buffet serves you more great value.
For him from Summer Ball.
Celebrating birthday number 3.
Oh, the kid's getting old.
Yeah, first period time possessions. Crusaders had it for 5:09, ready for 6:51. Second quarter getting ready to start. He come down and on Pip's option out to the new man Hanley. Fights his way and tackled at the 30-yard line. Tomochik getting in there to drop him for no gain.
Yeah, Tomochik able to fight the blocker off, as we saw one of the ready guys do earlier, and make the individual tackle by himself. That's a nifty play.
Back 4 for 6. Passing department, 9 plays, 9 yards.
Reedy has yet to put the football up, have they? He tried to pass and got sacked by Tuttle.
Second down, hand up, now come back around on the inside is number 24. Flag down out to the 35, out to the 39-yard line is Subsky. And he'll be pulled down. We'll see what the flag is going to be.
Well, that's normally a hold, as it was a reverse to the inside. You hand off to the tailback going right, and he inside hands off to the wingback coming back left. It worked for a gain of 9 or 10, but the holding is back at the 32, and the Silver Knights aren't too happy. Tim ball at the 22 of the Silver Knights.
One wide out to the right side is Wemlinger. Now Sowards comes up into a wing on the right side. Back to pass is Murnane. Looking downfield, left-hander steps up out in the open, caught by number 22. He steps over to 30, 35-yard line, tackled at about the 38.
He does not take very long to get underway. Lawyer over there bringing him down along with Mike Tomochik. I'm impressed with how quickly he can get
up to 16 yards. He's going to bring up third down, and they need about a long 3. They need to get out to the 40. They're at about the 37. Murnane will hand off. First man coming through, not going to get it out to about the 39-yard line. Underneath the pile,
Clark looks like 85 sandwiched in there.
Running
that other guy.
Running the play was number 22, Estep, so he'll only pick up a yard.
Clark and Golick with the big stop.
Back in punting position is number 44, Ron Keffer. Line of scrimmage at about the 38. Back for the Crusaders, Claus and Marook.
Keep an eye on Marook. He has been out. Ooh.
Snaps a little high. The kick is away. It's a knuckleballer. It'll come down to Claus. Fair catch at the 30. Make it to 31. The Crusaders will take over first and 10 from there with 9:38 left to go, first half. And then Crusaders out at the 31-yard line.
I'm sorry, but it was too late for you to place your wager for yesterday, so maybe my tips last evening were okay for the higher lottery today.
First and 10 Crusaders at the 31. Wideouts on both sides. Handoff first man through. Bracone nowhere to go. He's pinned down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Silver Knights have almost been, well, they have completely shut down the Crusader running game here in the first and early part of that 4-man front, and every once in a while they're jumping into a 5.
Very quick.
And they're changing defenses.
Got a 5-man front this time on second down. Claus short drop. Looking down. Pass incomplete over on the right side, intended for Marook. It would only picked up a couple of yards. Even if they had completed, the pass was low and away from Marook. He dove but come up empty.
Then penalty on the punt, which gave them their only first down, but they have not been able to move the football.
Trips right side. Ferroni, Marook, and Geary. One back in the backfield. Claus coming down on the option. Breaking a tackle out to the 20, 35, out to the 37-yard line. They'll be short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards.
Nice tackle by Greg Schonk, the inside linebacker. And I tell you, Benji makes a heck of a move, Jags, because it looked like that defensive end was going to get him, but he spun by him and looked like he was into the clear, and Schonk got to be zero.
Again,
I think Central's going to have to use the option more tonight than they've used it all year.
now another flag comes down.
Uh-oh, and if that's against Reedy, that's going to be a first down.
And Timmy Bain's going nuts, and one of the other coaches out there in front of the official, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Lined up in the neutral zone, it looks like. First down, Crusaders after a 5-yard penalty. That's their second first down, both of them coming by the penalty.
Those kinds of things make your hair come out quickly.
First and 10 Crusaders from their own 42. Wideouts on both sides, back split. Benji with a long count. Hands off, first man coming through, out for short yardage. It looks like it's going to be Bracone. He's going to be driven back. Actually, it's Ice. He'll pick up maybe a yard.
Benji almost didn't get her and a half.
Second down and 9, 7:50 left to go. Moving second period clock. We are scoreless.
8 running plays, 9 yards for Catholic Central.
Claus this time will pitch back to Bracone. Looking for running room out near the 35. And he lands right on the 45, for a pickup of about another yard. It's going to bring up third and long.
He ran into his cousin, who was a pulling guard.
Bring up third down and a long 7 for the Crusaders. Trips to the right side. Blown back is Ice.
They need a big play, Jim.
Benji back to pass, fakes the handoff, rolling right, looking downfield, has Marook open, throwing down, intending for Marook. He will not make the catch, incomplete at the 20.
Benji doing a heck of a job, Jags, because he was on the run. I thought there was no way he could get the ball to Paul Marook. There was double coverage. Marook got his hands on the football. That's an excellent throw, almost a great catch by the Silver Knight defense has been. We're still scoreless, 6:57 to go in the half.
Ball at the 46, good snap to Claus. This time he gets the kick away. It's a spinner. It'll hit at the 25, bounce out inside the 20. Back will pick it up at the 17 and be knocked out of bounds at the 21. That's Ryan Dew.
Tonight. So even though Central hasn't been able to move it, he's punted well.
Renee with wideouts to the right side. And they'll hand off first man through. Ball is loose. Crusaders have it. Recovered by number 14. That is Joe Petrozzi, and the Crusaders will have it first and 10 from the 21.
Well, you play for field position, you play for breaks, and the Crusaders have got a couple of breaks tonight. They hadn't taken advantage of that one on the punt. This one they will take advantage of at the Silver Knight 21-yard line. I was just going to say, Silver Knights haven't had very good field position. Their own 26, their own 17, their own 23. Now they turn it over.
Well, the Crusaders in need of a score here to go on top with 6:37 left to go in a moving clock. Trips right side. Bracone the lone back. Chance of let's go blue starting up for the Crusaders. Good field position, great field position. Hand off to Bracone. Bracone at the 20, racing to the outside to the 15. Bracone inside to 10. Bracone down to the 5, and he is in touchdown.
Well, Jack, it didn't work the first time the draw play, but it certainly worked this time. Good ball faking by Benji Claus and excellent timing by Josh Bracone. One play to go to 21 to get the 6-point lead.
I tell you what, on that left side of the Crusader line, they did a great job of blowing open a hole, and once he got to the outside, it was a foot race as the defender closed on him at about the 3-yard line. Looks like he might have been able to get to him, but Josh slips inside the pylon for the touchdown.
That time somebody took care of inside linebacker Schonk, who had been zeroing in earlier twice on Bracone.
One play, 20-yard drive. Petrozzi will hold. Claus will attempt the conversion. Snap's a good one. Placement down. The kick is up, and Claus will hook it right inside the upright. 6:17 left to go. First half. Crusaders up 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wayne Jewelers, your official.
Tuttle set to kick off. Deep man in the middle is 24 Stupski. The kick is high by Tuttle. going to be taken by Stupski at about the 19, up over the 20, 25-yard line, up to the 30-yard line. Tackled by Lawyer, still on his feet, finally knocked down at about the 33 or 34.
7 Crusaders around the football on the specialty unit. You got to love those guys because some of them don't get to play a heck of a whole lot. But when you're in on the kamikaze squads, you want to make an impression.
Crusaders lead it 7-0.
That's their best field position by 8 yards. They've been deep in their own territory on every drive.
Renee with Wemlinger split to the right side, and now a flag comes down.
Penalty flag.
Is that the defense in the neutral zone? I would certainly think so.
You know what? They're calling it against the Silver Knights, and I think it's going to be on Wemlinger out here on the right side because as he was going by, the official said something to him.
Penalty number 6 for 45 yards.
29.
First and 10 on the 29. Stupski is split left side. Wemlinger on the right side. Backs are split. Sowards and Estep. Murnay with a long count. Looking left. Throwing pass over top. Incomplete. Intended for Chris Stupski out about the 43-yard line. He was coming inside. The pass thrown to the outside, and Stupski couldn't. Clock stop with 5:41 left to go in a half. A lot of people down there with camcorders tonight. It's homecoming here for the Crusaders. Second down. They fake the handoff, rolling to the left side as Murnay looking downfield, being pressured by Petrozzi. Stop, throws over top. Incomplete out there, intended for Estep at about the 40-yard line.
4-man pattern. Central had 5 back in coverage. They put some pretty good heat on Murnane. He did a good job of sidestepping the tacklers and avoiding his second sack.
Let his receiver Estep a little bit too far into the...
Then the Knights, and I think that's been a key so far in the football game.
Stupski split right side this time. Wemlinger on the left side. Swords and Estep as Murnane back to pass. Up in the pocket, setting up the screen. Pass is complete to Estep at the 30, 35, out to the 40-yard line. Pulled down at the 41. He'll be short of the first down by about 3 yards.
Clark, nice play because Estep would have had the first down on that middle screen. Always liked that play. Liked that play a lot. Clark doing an excellent job from his outside linebacker spot of diagnosing it and preventing the first down.
12-yard pickup out to the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down and a couple. Actually, it's more than 12 yards, isn't it?
12.
Okay,
29 to 41.
Alrighty.
Notice their passing game is short. They don't throw the ball too long.
Estep has both catches. So Keffer will punt the football. He's standing at his own 28. Clock down to 4:50. One opposite, able to come up with it. Kick is away, and it's a good kick. Sending Maruk back. It'll hit at the 26, roll inside the 20, inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line, and they'll fall on it at the 4.
Somebody has to field that football. I think there was a little miscommunication between Benji Claus and Central. Cannot make a mistake. The ball sitting, we're going to call it the 5-yard line. You can't make a mistake now. We thought they'd come out with good 4-yard line.
Yeah.
We thought they'd come out with good field position.
First and 10 Crusaders. Ferroni split to the right side. They'll hand off. First man through ice out over the 5-yard line. Still on his feet out to the 10-yard line before he's tackled. He'll pick up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
That's a good start at getting out of the hole. Central right here would be very content and very happy to make a first down or 2 if they had to punt 5 and 9 rushes before that.
Up to 38 yards now rushing. Crusaders 2nd and 4. Maruk split right side. Benji with the play call. The defensive line shifts. He hands off to Burcombe. Burcombe fights his way up to about the 13-yard line. Looks like he might be about a yard short of the first down.
That time, the Knights jumped into a 6-man front. They're normally a 5-4 team. The old Oklahoma 52, 54, 2 inside backers, 2 outs, and 2 safeties. They jumped into a 6-man front that time. They got to hold. They went a little slow on the play here. They better hurry.
Clock's down to 3:04 and counting. Now Maruk comes out of the lineup. Petrozzi lines up at right tight end. They will get the play off. Claus fumbles the football. It's loose.
Claus got it.
No sign. The Crusaders will hold on to it, but now that brings up 4th down.
They went with the double tights and wishbone. Their short yardage situation. The Knights will call a timeout. Very smart of them. 7-0 Central. 2:43 to go in the half. Back in 60 seconds.
Restaurants.
Well, 4th and a couple for the Crusaders. They'll punt the football. Benji Claus standing at his goal line. Good snap. His kick is away, and it's a howitzer. Back chases due, back to his own 47-yard line. Up over to 50, going right side. Down to the 45, gets the block. Down to the 40, 35, breaks tackles, 30, 25, and finally pulled down at about the 22.
As you said, it was a howitzer, but Jag, sometimes when you outkick your coverage, it was such a great punt by Benji, you cause problems with the coverage. I thought he was going all the way. The wall was set up by the Reedy bench over there, but minutes ago, in the half, they trailed 7-0.
41-yard punt by Claus, but a nifty return wipes out just about all of it. 1st and 10 now, Reedy from the 22. No hand through, balls loose, Crusaders have it.
Sometimes you have to be good, but sometimes you also have to be lucky, and that's what happened there. The ball just popped loose from the ball carrier, E-step, and the Crusaders get a huge break.
They'll get it to 44. It looks like Frank Lawyer has the football, number 19 for the Crusaders. With 2:12 left to go, the clock running.
Now you want to make sure you don't make a mistake.
Claus will hand off second man Burcone, looking for yardage out near the 15-yard line before he stacked up and shoved backwards.
Kevin Hanley, the outside linebacker, there was a hole there, but he filled the hole and stopped the clock one time.
2nd and 9 for the Crusaders now at the 15-yard line. Marook split right side.
Claus just taking his time.
Down to a minute 27. Pitch out to Burcone, coming right side, has some blockers. 15 out to the 17, make it the 19 before he's knocked down there. The clock will continue to run.
Boy, Greg Schonk, he just excellent play. He slides from that inside linebacker spot. He fought the block off. I thought that working out very well. Better watch those stocks, kid.
Yeah. 3rd and 5 now from the 19-yard line for the Crusaders with a minute 13. They'll pitch left. Gary slips and falls, and he's down at the 14-yard line.
That was Kevin Hanley. So the linebackers have been super. Hanley fought the block off, and of one of the backs that was trying to block him. And
the line of scrimmage is the 14.
This is his 5th punt.
Snap is a good one. Benji fields it, punts it in the air. The kick is away. It'll hit at the 41 and bounce backward, pick up the 45 by Stupski, and he'll fall down right near the 40.
I don't know if he hurt himself or he said, I can't go anywhere. There's 4 blue shirts in front of me. Hit the deck.
Didn't have too good a field position or much room to run the football, so
that time Benji looked like he hurried it. Or maybe he intended to try to keep it low.
I think anytime you get a snap that's a little high, automatically you think about the rush and want to kick the ball away quickly. 40-yard line now as Reedy takes over with 44 seconds left. They fake the handoff. Murdane going back to pass, looking downfield, throwing down, intended. It is picked off by Claus back at the 12, and they'll be pulled down at the 12.
I think what Murdane did then, they like to pass off the play action every time. If you play action every time, you're slow getting back into pocket. As a result, Joe Petrozzi put some heat on him. He hurried that throw, and Claus was the only guy near the football. It was intended for Sapinski, but Central's just dodging bullets left and right. They've had the football 5 times. 6 times they have punted 5 times, and the only other time is when they recovered the fumble at the Reedy 21 and scored in 1 play.
I don't think they're going to do anything here. Reedy is out of timeouts. They're at the 11 or 12-yard line. Probably just go to a knee and take it into halftime. Clock rolls, 19 seconds.
3rd turnover of the half.
And they'll hand off to Burcone, and Burcone out to about the 12, 11, and he'll be pulled down there for probably no gain.
You know, if you turn the football over 3 times, once deep in your own territory, you're, I think, happy to be in the locker room trailing only 7-0, especially when you've been penalized.
He's in there. So Benji will kick it off, soccer-style kicker. And the 3rd quarter's underway. His kick is high, and it'll come down to Wemlinger, and it'll bounce. He'll pick it up at his 15-yard line, up over 20, 25, out near the 28-yard line before the Crusaders converge and knock him down there.
Boy, I hate to see people let balls bounce like that. After I was done painting today, I watched a couple of games, and I saw a number of punts and kickoffs that were bouncing. That's a very dangerous situation. Luckily, Wemlinger got it to bounce right in his hand.
They'll take over at the 29, 1st and 10. Wing left is Stupski. Wide receiver on the right side is Wemlinger. Backs are split. Murnane, quick drop, looking, throwing back across, wide open is Wemlinger at the 40 and stuck immediately. He'll have a first down on a pickup of 11 yards, and out there on the Crusaders was number 19, Frank Lawyer. And first and 10 out to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 11. And Wemlinger definitely a threat. That's his first catch of the night.
And Murnane does not throw it long.
Handoff first man through, fighting up to the 45 as he step out to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 6 yards. Good coverage by the Crusaders. Getting in there is big number 77, Jason Golick, 5'11", 230-pound junior.
Two nice plays to start the second half. It appears that Reedy has made some adjustments, and they have picked up on 2 plays, 16 yards.
Second down and a long 4 for the Silver Knights. Wemlinger split right. 11:04 just underway. Handoff to the big man up over the 50-yard line, still on his feet. And Petrozzi one arm and pulls him down.
Joey kept Sowards from making a big gain there.
He was fighting off one tackler and had to grab the shoulder, to grab the jersey from behind and pull him down. But it's a nice pickup with 15 yards on 6 carries and the 6th first down. Wemlinger split left this time, and they'll hand off again to Estep down to the 45, almost the 44-yard line.
Once again, Golick wraps up Estep, but he got a few.
Picked up 3, second down and 7.
Canella helped him out. Boy, I'm just impressed how quickly Estep gets off the football.
Second and 7.
Estep 10 carries, 61 yards.
44.
Series 1-0, or nothing, excuse me, in the 4th inning.
Not too many runs in the series, pitching dominating.
Second down, Wemlinger. Now they'll pitch to the left side, and Estep looking for running room out to the 40-yard line, down to the 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 31.
Boy, Estep put an excellent move on the quick Benji Claus. In fact, the Benji went to his knees after the move, and it
is threatening at the Crusader 31.
They started with an 11-yard pass, but they've run it 4 straight times.
First and 10. Moraine hands off to Estep again, down to the 25, to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 7.
Excellent block inside that time by Drew Hurd, the offensive guard, 185-pounder that opened the hole up. And if the Crusaders are going to call a timeout, now is the time to use it, because evidently Reedy has made some adjustments, and they have moved the ball from their own 29 down to the central 24.
Second down and a short 3 with 9:35 left to go in the quarter. They've had it since the kickoff. Wemlinger split to the right side.
They're going to their bread and butter, Jags. They're running the football.
Stupski on the wing, and now Sowards coming around. The scissors play. They give it to Stupski. Big hole inside the 20, to 15, to 10, to 5. He'll go in, untouched, touchdown.
They set that play up beautifully, and another excellent block by Drew Hurd. That was nothing but a wing back around.
The holder is the quarterback, Murdane. Cover a straight-on kicker. Big man. Snaps a good one. Placement down. The kick is up, and the kick is right through the uprights. 9:22 left to go, third quarter. We're tied at 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
An old-time term. That's what Rich Suckoch once told me.
Well, Kepler will kick it off from the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Crusaders is Burcone and Geary. Kick is away. It's a high kick, and it's a boomer going down the sideline. It'll go into the end zone, and you can't return it.
And out of the end zone.
First and 10, Crusaders at their own 20.
Little angle kick. We see more and more of that in the morning.
I hear the guys who pick you are like trying to trade you.
Yes, I think so.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Crusaders. Marook slowly coming in motion right side. Benji will hand off second man through. Fighting away is Geary, and up over to 25 to the 27-yard line, or 22-yard line, a pickup of a couple.
You know what I need, don't you? I need my coup. I said the start of the second half would be important for both teams. Already has put the points on the board. It's now very important that the Crusaders answer.
Danny Lewis split left side. Here comes Lawyer in motion. Join him. Flag is down, and Bishop Brady is clapping.
Offensive lineman probably moving.
So the Crusaders shooting themselves in the foot. That's their third penalty, 15 yards.
They have yet to put a drive together, Jack. I mean, they scored on the 20.
To try and get something going, but they've run an awful lot. Second down and 4 to make it 13 for the Crusaders. At the 17-yard line, here comes Marook in motion left side. And they'll pitch out to Geary, looking for running room. At the 15, he's hit, and he's going to be driven down at about the 17 or 18.
A lot of penetration that time. Matt Kelly, defensive tackle, was in the backfield. The 223-pound junior.
Big play for the Crusaders after giving up the touchdown. You don't want to give the football right back. 3rd and 12. Benji back to pass. Straight drop, looking across. Pump fakes, looking downfield. He's going to look for Lewis. Passes up, fluttering. Lewis goes up. Jump ball, incomplete.
Jump ball between Piatek and Lewis. And Benji just, stop and go. Actually, it was pump fake down, out, and up. Looked like the wind caught that one, Jags, but
yeah.
times.
They've got 3 guys back again, so they like to cover the whole area.
I'm Claus. I try to kick it extremely high so they have to fair catch it.
Snap's a good one. The kick is away, and it's a wobbler. It'll hit at the 48, bounce back to the 45, to the 40. Picked up by Dew at the 36-yard line. Looking for running room. Now Scudder subs up the middle, flag down, and they'll pull him down at the 38. They'll back this one up some more.
Yeah, Central will come out of this smelling like a rose because once again, the Reedy, and you got 3 guys back there. You cannot let the ball bounce. That time it bounced about 15 yards, and then they're going to tack on some.
46-yard punt for Benji Claus.
Reedy has really hurt themselves with their inability, for whatever reason, to field punts and kickoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 guys down there. You got the area covered, and it ends up short.
Boy, that's going to cost them 30-plus yards because that ball bounced where? Midfield? They fair catch at midfield.
Sure,
that's a 27-yard difference.
1st and 10. Twins to the right side. Backs are split. No handoff, first man through a big hole. Eastep tripped up by Canella. Ball's loose. Crusaders say they have it, and they do. Coming up with a recovery is John Petrozzi, his second one.
Well, maybe luck will return a second time. Petrozzi recovered a fumble earlier, and on the next play, Bracone took it in. That was from the 21, this time at the 28, and that's at least the second time, and maybe the 3rd time that Eastep has coughed it up. And I thought he hit the wrong hole. You said there was a hole. I thought he missed the hole.
Yeah. So the Crusaders have great field position at the 28-yard line, the 4th turnover, and the second recovery by Petrozzi. 1st and 10 Crusaders. Claus hands off to Bracone. Bracone met in the backfield and dropped immediately. He'll lose about 4 or 5.
Well, I think that it was deja vu there as
6:40 left to go, 3rd period. We're tied at 7. Crusaders got good field position on the fumble recovery, but lose 4 there. Claus back to pass, looking left side, now rolling to the right side, being pressured, still being pressured. 45 is going to get to him. Benji gets the pass away. It's going to be caught at the 27.
That's a great play by Benji. Maruk with a diving catch, also equally a great play. As Clark was also there, Benji would have had a loss of about 15 if he doesn't get that one away. And he gets the completion. It's a short completion, but he'll pick up about 5. You're also in field goal territory here. 2 Jags with a 7-7 tie. 5:59 to go, 3rd quarter.
Back split, wideouts on both sides. Claus back to pass, looking right side. They pick it up. Nice. Claus on the run, throwing too high, intended for Rook in the end zone. 4th down as Claus misfires, and he stepped up in the pocket, but the pocket was closed, and Benji is laying down there.
Well, what he had to do is he had to step up in the pocket because there was heat all around him.
So they'll go for it as Gloria will be split right and Lewis split left. Ice and Gary in the backfield. Maybe a screen out of this, but Claus back to pass. Looking across the middle. Intended for Lewis. It's knocked down at the 15-yard line, incomplete, and the Silver Knights will take over.
Well, somebody and a few people in the press box were hauling for interference, but thought that was an outstanding defensive play by Piatek, who got that left arm in there and tipped it away. The pass might have been a trifle behind Lewis on the deep post. They've had 4 possessions now. On their first play of the possession, they've turned it over.
Handoff, first man Eastep to the 30-yard line before he's met by a wall of Crusaders, and they bring him down.
He runs with reckless abandon. I don't know what his stats are on the year fumble-wise, but sometimes when you run with reckless abandon, you carry
30-yard line.
Eastep now 89 yards, 14 carries, second down at the 30. 5:05 left to go, 3rd period. Receivers on both sides. Backs offset to the right, split. Murray, one-stop drop, looking down across the field. Pass is caught by Wimlinger out to the 38-yard line, driven out of bounds at the 39.
You know, he checked off on that play, and he again threw into double coverage between the linebacker, Tomochik, and the...
1st and 10, Silver Knights.
Murnane is 2 of 2 here in the second half for 20 yards.
They send Stupski in motion to the right side to join Wimlinger. No handoff, first man through Eastep. out to about the 41-yard line. Small yardage, maybe a yard or two.
Estep runs up the middle.
I got him 122 on 26 rushes unofficially. And that's where we are, 7-7, late third quarter.
Second down and 8. Stars are still raining out here, and they'll hand off again to Estep to the 45-yard line, out near midfield at the 49. He'll have another first down for the Silver Knights.
Marook makes the stop from his safety position. And it's
4:02 and a moving third period clock. We're tied at 7, but Bishop Riddy threatening again. Come down, hand off Estep again. This time he's met right there by Tuttle at the line of scrimmage.
Tuttle wouldn't leave him go either. Estep tried to spin away from the big defensive end, but couldn't. The old bear hug?
It was like trying to pull a stick away from somebody and they won't let go of you.
Right now, Reedy's got the momentum, and the Crusaders have to take it away from him.
Ray pitches to the right side for Estep. Estep at the 50, fights his way down to about the 46 or 47. Depending on the mark where they mark him out of bounds, it's going to bring up third down.
Lawyer made the initial contact.
In the third period, we are tied at 7.
I wonder if it'll be fourth and short if they get close, if they'll go for it here.
Twins left side. Renane trying to draw him offside, doesn't. Now he's rolling left side, looking downfield, throwing on the run. The pass is caught by Wemlinger at the 30. Nice move, 25, down to the 20, cuts to the outside, down to the 16.
Boy, that's a super pass by Renane on the move. Out and made a couple of nifty moves to get the extra yardage.
Guy's stumbling in his wake. First and 10 now at the 16. Renane hands off to the big man Sowers, and he fights his way down to about the 14 or 13-yard line.
Sowers carries the ball up the middle.
He doesn't carry very often, but when he does, it's always misdirection type plays.
Down to the 14, a pickup of a couple, second down and 8.
Early in this quarter.
What could help the Crusaders is that in the fourth period they will have the wind to their back.
Stoops sees the wing right.
Hand off to Estep. Estep looking outside, inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line, maybe the 6.
I thought I saw a flag. Was there? There it is. And it's in the holding area, and I'm going to watch Timmy Bain on this one. I don't think he sees the flag. It's in the holding area.
We'll have a discussion. Nobody's given us a signal yet.
Well, that's what it's got to be. The ball was down to the 6-yard line. That was positive yardage.
Here he comes. Is he not out that far?
Well, he's listening to
end of the 23. Second down and 18 from the 23. They'll hand off to Sowards, and he'll fight his way down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I thought on second and 18 they might throw the football because her name is really hot. They've run some nice pattern.
Third down and about 15. Wemlinger split left side. Stupski, the wing on the right side, backs are split. Renane back to pass, looking downfield, stepping up, heaving it into the end zone. Pass is there. Be in and out of the hands of Wemlinger. He's there. He had Burkode on coverage, had him beat by a step. Lewis went up in the air to try to knock it down, but when right over top, that might have been the thing that broke his concentration. He just about on, while they're on the left side, near the left hash mark, the big right footer, Keffer, number 44, with Renane will hold. Snaps a good one. Placement down to kick is up. It's blocked. The Crusaders block it. Tuttle picks it up in the 25, the 30, 35, knocked down there.
Tuttle saw Renane as the guy who had a shot at him, and he said, I'm not going around him. I'm going over him. Tuttle didn't block it, but I was going to say they were a little slow, Jacks, in him keeper getting to kick off. I don't know if Central show this week. Boy, you sounded good, by the way. You're doing a fine job on that show.
Yeah, thanks for helping me.
Private joke, folks.
Crusaders take over first and 10 at the 35. Hand off to Burkone. Met at the line of scrimmage, bounces back. Now he's going to be pinned in the backfield.
Even two a pop.
Well, they ate up almost 4 minutes off of that clock on that last drive. Second down and 12, Crusaders at the 34-yard line. Claus coming down option right. He gives it to Ice. Ice tries to cut up. He's going to drive forward out to about the 36, the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up third and 10.
Schonk, the inside linebacker, who evidently is eyeing two people, Claus and the only running back in the backfield, who was that time Brandon Eisen. Anytime Central is optioned or went walk.
And wind the clock, and the Crusaders are just going to let the clock run out in the third period, so they'll have the wind at their back for the fourth. At the end of 3, we're tied at 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It was the fastest we've ever had.
3rd and 10 for the Crusaders at the 36-yard line as we start fourth period. Take it away.
Claus, option left. Oh, not a real good pitch back, but Bacone grabs it. He breaks one tackle. He's over the 40, but he will not get to the 45 where he had to get to for the first down. Making the defensive play, big Matt Beatty, 218-pound senior defensive end.
Yeah,
and on the short side option, they'll be short of the first down by 2.
Schonk comes for Bacone.
Claus will punt for the 7th time in this football game. Central has not made a first down in the second half and has only 3 in the football game, but we're still tied at 7. Snap is good. Benji, booming Sparrow. It'll bounce inside the 5 into the end zone. 67 at their own 20, and they suffered from poor field position this evening. Twins left, backs are split. Rolling left. Renee looking.
Good coverage.
He has time. Now he's sacked. Joe Petrozzi having an outstanding defensive game with 2 fumble recoveries, and now Lasacarino.
I'll tell you what, they send 2 men in a pass pattern. There are 5 Crusaders back there covering him. He has nowhere to throw the football and ends up having to take the sack.
And 15, at the 15, they ought to come out of it with pretty good field position. And the wind to their back. Here comes the counter play. It's not going to go anywhere. Estep is met by Tomochik, and then a host of other Crusaders on the counter play. 3rd and 15, no gain. Throw the ball more than 10 or 15 yards. Wemlinger has got double coverage by a linebacker, Tomochik, and Lewis, the cornerback. Backs are split, straight back in the pocket.
Looking for Wemlinger.
Renang going deep over the middle. He'll overthrow by 10 yards.
Crusaders coverage by Marook and Lewis. No chance to get a completion there.
Tomochik gave him to Chuck Wemlinger. So Kipper in punt formation. Bacone and Claus standing at the Reedy 47.
A little bad snap.
He snapped it low twice. This one's good. Uh-oh, he bombs it. Claus going back, takes it at his 44. Looks for a block. Doesn't get it, and he's at the 47 and down. What a great punt by Keeper under the pressure of getting it out of there. So has to get a first down or 2. They have not gotten one here in the second half. Good field position at their 46. Claus will option to the right, turn it over right in. He'll get the midfield.
He's going to pick up about 3 yards out of that, but it's positive yardage. They've been getting hammered in the backfield over the past several plays, and at least you got 3 yards, put yourselves in a little good, decent position.
49 yards. That's about 2 yards a pop. The Reedy defense has been extremely strong with that 5-man front. How often do you have a running back playing as a defensive tackle? Sowards. Back in the pocket. Claus looking, throwing, diving, incomplete. Intended receiver was tight end Tommy Clark with pretty good coverage by outside linebacker Kevin Hanley. If they don't make it, though, Central should stick them deep back in their own territory.
I'd try to angle one of the sidelines if you have to punt the football because the wind's going to carry it.
Twins left, backs are split. Claus on 3rd and long. Quick pass out here to Lawyer. He drops it. Is that a lob? Lateral low. He said it was a forward pass.
Thank goodness.
Very close. It was a flanker screen, and Lawyer wanted to run before he had the football.
To pin him back here. Only one guy going back this time.
Well, that's all they had back last time. So let's see if they come for the block, because they got close to him last time when he bombed their 57. Claus' 8th punt of the night. Good snap. The rush is on. He gets it out. End over end. Fair catch. Stupski at the 15-yard line. 35-yard punt. No.
Municipal bonds may be the investment edge you've been looking for.
1st and 10 Reedy at their 15. There's the workhorse. He stepped. He'll get to the 19.
Nice tackle. Canella getting in there to make the initial hit to drive him back a little bit.
4 other Crusaders there. Bacone, Golick, Maruk, just about everybody. Hit their own 19.
On 19.
This time we got double wing. He stepped the only back. He gets the toss to the left side, trying to turn the corner to the short side. Gets near the 25 and close to a first down before he's driven out of bounds.
Good for 7:24 left to go in the game. 7 up.
6-yard pickup for the workhorse. Split end left, wing right. Uh-oh, he almost lost the snap, but then he gets it to E-step, who breaks through the first tackle and runs for another first down at the 35-yard line. Murnane almost did.
He knows it could be a field goal game. Both teams have good kickers. They'll be kicking into the win, but the closer you get, the easier it makes it.
Central jumps into almost a 6-man front. I haven't seen that too often. There's the deep handoff. E-step is met in the backfield. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. As Central, as I said, jumped into that 6-man front. Bacone is there. Petrozzi's there. How about what said in the commercial break? He smelled it. I says, what, my feet? He said, no, overtime. So we'll see. It could be a strong possibility. Twins right, backs are offset. 2-step drop. Here's a quick flip out of the flat to the wide receiver. Stupski, he's across the 40, spins across the 45. Nice open field tackle by Paul Maruk, preventing a bigger gain, but it's enough for a first down. Central tried the same play to Lawyer. He dropped it.
Yeah.
Clock rolls. 6:10 to go. Wing right, split end left.
Well, they jumped.
They jumped, and they're in the neutral zone. They being the jumper, the play. Wemlinger is a wide receiver along with Stupski. They're twins to the left. Seward and E-step in the backfield. E-step gets the handoff. E-step breaks the tackle of Tuttle. E-step gets down to the Crusader 41-yard line for another first down. Stupski and Wemlinger, twins left. Dowards and E-step, the running backs. E-step again. This time he's grabbed by Petrozzi. Petrozzi's played an outstanding football game for the Crusaders. It will be 2nd and 9. See if E-step gets it again. We haven't seen that wing back around play yet. Here's a little counter. Sowards to the outside. He'll not go anywhere. Petrozzi waiting for him. Golick over there. I think Canella was there also. He got the initial pop at the 40. 3rd and 9.
Canella able to...
Still 7-7. Defensive hustle at its best. Split end left, wide receiver. Play action. Murnane back. He's looking. He's going deep. He misread it. Wemlinger cut the pattern and went to the sideline at the 20. Murnane thought he was flying down, and it fell incomplete at the 5 as Claus was closest to the football. They moved from their 15 to the Central 40. So they've taken away the field position that Central had. Kemper with a good snap. Low, Sparrow, inside the 10, the 5, into the end zone. 40-yard punt, no return. A net of 20. Central has it 1st and 10. 3:57 to go. 7-7 back in 30 seconds.
Boulevard, Steubenville.
Well, on the first play after the punt went into the end zone, Jason Gary with nice running. He was popped at the 20, but broke the tackle and got a 5-yard gain to the 25. Before he was pinned down by Kevin Hanley. So it's 2nd and 5. World Series update. David Justice, home run in the 6th, the solo shot. The Braves leading the Tribe 1-0 in another pitcher's duel. Defense tonight is the name of the game. 7-7 here. We're down to 3:25 to go. 2nd and 5 at the Central 25. Here's the toss to Gary. He avoids the first tackle. He's across the 25. Then he's met by Piatak and down at the 27-yard line.
Well, it looks like it's going to start out to get you something, and then the defense quickly collapses, and they're trying to strip the football too of Gary. So he does a good job at least. He picks up about almost 2, but he holds on to the football, brings up a huge 3rd and 3 for the Crusaders. You don't want to give the football back.
5 running plays for the Central ground attack. They have only a total of 67 yards unofficially offensively with 2:45 to go in the game. 3rd and 3, 2-step drop. Timing pattern to Lewis, incomplete. Good coverage by Piatak. Again, I thought Lewis had the football. Piatak got that hand in there and knocked it out, and the punting unit.
Benji has really got to get a hold of one. Line of scrimmage at 27. He'll punt from about the 17.
Campana's the long snapper, and he's an important man. Low snap at Claus with his good hands. He bombs the Sparrow out. It's going to be over Stupski's head. At the 25, inside the 15. We're down at the 7-yard line. Benji Claus with a home run. You might say holiday justice.
66-yard punt.
Mamma mia, my did he pound that punt. That looked like one of your drives, Jack. 9 punts this evening.
How about a little turnover?
Turnover would be delightful. It would be their 5th. 1st and 10. Reedy at their own 7 with 2:20 to go. We're tied at 7. Here's the big man. He's stepping. He is clogged up at the 8, maybe the 9. Canella leading the charge.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Crusaders maybe after this next play start using a couple of them timeouts. They've got 3 left to try and save a little time.
Run that clock down as far as we can. I'll take my chances in overtime. 2nd and 8 at the Reedy 9. Silver Knights have a split receiver right, wing back left, and 2 running backs. And here's the counter play. That's the wing back. I think Stupski, he'll get across the 10 out to the 13. And the bottom of the stack is Joe Bercone. Crusaders timeout. 1:25 to go in the 4th quarter. Okay. So here's a big 3rd down play with 5 at their own 12 with 1:25 to go. Motion man. He'll get the handoff. Stupski, he's in trouble. He's down at the 13-yard line.
Knocked down by, looks like Canella, 66. Tuttle made the play, cut back to the inside. He got penetration. They had to use a blocker on him and allowed Canella to come in and make the tackle with the 14.
Gain of 2. It'll be 4th down. Central uses another timeout. We got 1:16 to go in this extremely important game for Catholic Central. I think Reedy is probably assured of a playoff spot, but Central needs this win to definitely assure themselves of a playoff spot because they don't want to have to depend on somebody. Let's see what Central decides to do. They've got 5. Well, they've got 4 front and 4 backers. Keffer standing at his goal line. This is a key punt for him. This will be his 5th punt of the evening.
Crusaders got a short man up, too.
Oh, they try to get him to jump offside by shifting people. Long count. Snap is good. Punt is away. It's not a very good punt. It will bounce across midfield. It hit at the Central 42. They came up. I think the receivers were a little afraid of botching it. It was a tough end-over-end punt. It got about a 15-yard roll. It's still with 1:03 has got to get moving. They may have 1 timeout. As the clock is rolling, we're under a minute. They're at their own 43. Trips right. Claus back in the pocket. He's looking left. Now he's being hit, and now he's being sacked. And I think we're going to overtime. That's a big defensive play by 53. Drew Hurd, the inside backer who came on a blitz. He was helped out by 3 wide receivers, a single back in the backfield. Claus calling the play. He's back in the pocket.
Look out.
He's under pressure.
Nice
he rolls away. He's going deep looking for Lewis. He couldn't reach it. He almost beat the defender on the far side, Wemlinger, and Claus almost had it on the money. Clock stopped. 3rd and 20 with 13 seconds to go.
I think they'll go back to it again. Try and throw a long pass down the sideline. You can be able to get anything with it there.
Gave it up on downs. So it's 3rd and 20 at their 33 with 13 seconds to go. Trips left. Claus rolling left.
Give him time. Look
He's
out.
Under pressure. He's being hit. He'll float it out to his tight end, Petrozzi, incomplete as Claus had scrambled all the way back to his 20-yard line. There are 7 seconds left to go in this football game. And does that mean the Crusaders will have to punt it?
With only be a good snap. He's got to make sure he's able to get the football off.
So Reedy will not send anybody back.
I'd say if they were out around midfield, take the snap, run around, and heave it down the field and let the clock run out, but not here.
Good snap, 9 rushing. Claus, low line drive out of there. It bounces at the 35 and will die inside the Reedy 30 and be down at the 27-yard line, and the contest has ended. And we're going OT, Jax. You want to tell him about the OT, baby? If he were playing Zanesville at Zanesville in a similar situation.
Well, the all-important coin flick coming out. Crusaders sent 4 captains. Bishop Brady with 3 of them out there. Wind's picking up. The rain is definitely still coming down.
Well, when you say all important, I think it depends upon your philosophy. Some coaches don't really worry about it.
I think they're going to flip again.
Well, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. I think it's Sam DeMayo, the referee. And Greedy's won it.
Yep.
Probably I would, if I wanted, I would be on defense, since I was a defensive type coach.
If you want the Crusaders get the football, you're going to go this way with the wind.
Well, they went over to the central bench and see which way they wish to go.
It says we'll take the wind. So they'll have the football first.
Greedy declines. Central gets the football, and they will attack with the wind on the, is that Langley? Little people on this side. There's a pretty good crowd on hand.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too bad a night until halftime when it started to drizzle a little bit. I thought it was going to snow when I was out there.
Coming down pretty good. Then Crusaders will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Or actually from the Bishop Brady 20.
You want to take the first possession? I'll take the second possession.
Okay. Crusaders with Ice, Gary, and Bercone in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. They'll hand it off to Bercone. He's met right at the line of scrimmage and dropped at the 20. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Well, we said they hadn't done much on the ground. That's a 27th rush for 46 yards.
Play comes in. Lewis lines up at right tight end.
Let's see if they throw on this formation, the double tight end wishbone. I think we might keep an eye on Lewis.
Petrozzi, left tight end. Claus fakes the handoff, rolling right. Looking, he's going to try and keep it up down to the 20-yard line. Looking to break inside to the 15. Claus at the 10, down to the 8. First down.
Wow, nice play. Well conceived. Touchdown saving tackle by Greg Shunk as he got Claus's ankle around the 10.
1st and goal, Crusaders at the 8-yard line.
We haven't seen that play. Double tight end. It was a run all the way with Claus rolling.
Petrozzi will check out. Clark will check back in.
First down of the second half. Gotten in overtime by the Crusaders. They're 4th of the game.
First down, Crusaders at the 8. Lewis and Clark are the tight ends.
Very good. Very good. We had it before.
Let's see if they can explore the end zone here.
Yes.
Hand off to Geary. Right side, looking to cut it. Down to the 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
You the man, Jack.
Yeah, offense, baby.
You the man. I know you love that offense.
8-yard touchdown run gives the Crusaders the lead.
I figured I'd put you in on offense because you are definitely offensive, and I like to play the big D, so we'll see if the D can be played. Boy, nice play selection out of the wishbone.
And the ability to seal the blocks off around the corner to allow Geary to get in from 8 yards away.
After gaining only 46 yards on 27 rushes, Central got 20 yards on 2 rushes.
Now the all-important extra point for the Crusaders. Petrozzi will hold. Pause to attempt. Right-footed soccer-style kicker to snap. Placement now. The kick is up, and the kick is through. We are in overtime. The Crusaders lead it by the score of 14-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When it comes,
Well, the Crusaders take it 3 plays, 20 yards. No time elapsed because there is no time in overtime. So they have the lead by 7, 14-7, and now Bishop Brady will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Let's hold them.
Jacks did it on offense. Murnane has his squad. He's got Wemlinger split left, wingback Stupski right. 1st and 10. Here's the workhorse. He stepped to the 15 as he puts both hands on the football. He did not carry it like a loaf of bread. Defensive stop by inside linebacker Joe Bercone. Helped out by Dave Heck, 2nd and 5.
He stepped 29 carries, 142 yards.
They've got 177 unofficially on 44 carries. 2nd and 5 in the first overtime. Central will score to take a 14-7 lead. There's he again. He's popped immediately. Canella was waiting for him, although he got a yard or so. E-Step tries to run over you, and Tony Canella, who appears to be shaken up, says, I'm waiting for you, my man. And I think what happened, their helmets popped. E-step will not sidestep you. He tries to go through you, so we've got an official timeout. We've got an injury on the field, and let's take this timeout for physical therapy.
Big play.
3rd and 3 at the Central 13. Wemlinger split left. Stupski wing back right. He comes in motion. Here's the hand. No, it's an option play. Bernane takes it. Flag on the play. Bernane is down at the 16 or 17. We haven't seen him carry the football. I do not want the ball in his hands on an option play since he hasn't carried the football the whole game. Holding penalty. Now the decision will be, will Central decline the penalty at the 18-yard line and bring up 4th and 8, or take the 10-yarder and push it back to about the 26 or 27. That's a big decision. I decline the penalty and make them go for it on 4th down, and that's what happened.
So they'll lose a yard on the option, and now
they lose more than a yard. It's back at the 17 or 18. They started at the 13. That's why you don't take the penalty. It's at the 18, a 5-yard loss. So this is the play of the game for the defense. It'll be 4th and 8. And Reedy, good call.
We need to.
They call a TO. They want to talk it over because they need a big play. 14-7. We are in the first overtime. Central lost the toss. Reedy deferred. The Crusaders 1st and 10, no gain. 2nd down. The Crusaders finally moved the ball on the ground on a rollout by Claus for 12 to the 8. And then again from the double tight end wishbone, Jason Gary on the sweep. He turned it on, got some nifty blocks, and dived into the pylon. Claus converts 14-7. Now the Crusader defense comes up big on 3rd and 3 with a 5-yard loss on the option. 4th and 8, Jax. What do you got up your sleeve if you're Coach Tim Bain?
I tell you what, you got to take as many people into the pattern as you possibly can, 2 or maybe 2 on each side, and give your quarterback somebody to pick out. Wemlinger is going to be. They had a touchdown that was dropped in the back of the end zone.
Wemlinger and Stupski, twins right.
I'll tell you, man, you watch for 8.99 the tight end. Don't
They
think about
haven't thrown to him the whole game. Beatty back in the pocket, rolling out now. Bermain looking, under pressure, got a man wide open over the middle, 1st down inside the 10. They try to steal the ball, but the play blowing dead, and that was out of the backfield. E-step. Nobody covered him. So that's a big play. Murnane waited, and his protection was outstanding. Central not able to get to him. It's a pickup of 10 to the 8, 1st and goal. What a big play.
And that's the thing. I mean, if you're Crusaders, what do? Do you blitz him and take the chance of getting burned, or you just hold up and see if you can cover him? He had all time to pick out somebody out. He stepped wide open at the 8.
So we got Wemlinger split right, wing back Stupski left. Here comes the workhorse. Here he goes into the line. He stepped to the 5, and then he's pushed back to the 6. Forward progress to the 5. Golick hanging on down low. A couple of other dudes hitting him up high. Heck, along with Clark and whoever else in the middle of that line. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5 on the 3-yard pickup. Yardage gets a little tough down inside the 10.
Plus, it's been raining most of the game. The ground is kind of slick. He stepped 31 carries, 147 yards.
They have had 47 rushes, so you can see how he's a workhorse. Now for the first time, double tight end, power eye left. In fact, they were unbalanced left. Stupski inside the 3 to the 2. They went unbalanced left. I only counted 2 guys to the right of the center, so they tried to catch the Central defense outmanned, and the Crusaders not too bad of a job. Canella, Petrozzi there, and a host of other players. 3rd and goal at the 2. Let's see if they go with that same formation and give it to E-step.
They've got to pick up 2 yards in 2 plays because the field goal won't help them out. They're down by 7.
Well, they got E-step at the fullback spot. Stupski's a halfback. E-step gets it center of the line. He's plugged up at the 1. Can you get it any better than this, Jack? 4th down in OT, down 7 at the 1. You couldn't get it any better than this.
Beatty will bring the play in. Give themselves a big blocker on the tight end.
You got to give it to S-step, E-step. Somebody's calling the timeout, the Crusaders. They want to talk it over. What do you got here? You got to fake the E-step and roll out, but you don't got a quarterback that's maneuverable.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you can go to the two backs, and then you have E-step behind them. At least you get a couple guys that can try and push forward, but they just tried that play. It didn't work.
I think I go power I, unbalanced, with E-step at tailback, and let him go airborne, as strong as he is.
A couple different ways you can go. You can also fake the handoff, and Murnane might be able to draw everybody out of the fake and walk in on the bootleg.
Now this
that is the extra point.
huh?
And that's not always a given in rainy conditions. The ball will be slick.
Okay, 4th and less than a yard. Out over the football, Jason Clark. He's an important man getting that snap to Murnane. They're unbalanced. Left. Stupski's the tailback. Murnane gives it to E-step. I don't see the signal. There it is. Touchdown.
He rode the pile in. They just kept pushing and pushing, and he took it in.
I'm surprised that they give it to him from the fullback spot. You thought maybe he gets a better takeoff from the tailback spot. But the Crusader defense doing a super job after the 4th down completion. Brought it to the 8 from the 18. Took them 4 plays to go 8 yards. We've got an injured player from Reedy that's down. It's 14-13 at the end of the first overtime. If he ties it, we'll go to second overtime.
Waterpy Associates.
It's like it's 200 yards. Now,
Reedy calls
the timeout. The wheels are turning. They must have got a lot of pressure on the youngster. Murnane will hold.
The huge pressure is on the holder, Murnane, because he's got to catch the wet football, put it down.
Not sure who the long snapper is. It's down. The kick is up. It's high enough. I think he missed it. It is wide. It is wide. And the Crusaders are jubilant. Yeah, I told you. It's not a given.
No, it's not. Especially in these kind of conditions. It's hard enough to make an extra point. 3 things have to go right. The snap has to be good. The placement has to be good. And the approach and kick have to be good. The first 2 went good. The third one, the all-important one, didn't.
Well, a great one to win for the Crusaders. It'll ensure them a playoff position. There's no doubt about that with the team that has 8 victories. A tough loss for the 2nd straight year for Tim Bain and his fine squad, and nice sportsmanship there. Benji Claus going over and shaking hand. Catholic Central 14, Columbus Bishop Reedy 13, and we'll be back after this.
Yeah, I do too.